Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for February 2021. Welcome to the ones who are new. I just wanna in the beginning real quick tell you how these readings work here and what I do so you know what's coming. I work with Western astrology, I work with the tarot cards, and I work with occasional other divination decks and tools. I will bring the charms back today that I haven't been using in a while, which is weird, but yeah, as requested, I will bring the charms back. I did this reading earlier in German. Check out my German speaking channel in the description box below if you're interested, and that's why the cards are already out. And in the beginning of the reading, I will talk a little bit about the astrology, but already combining it with the cards. And in the second part of the reading, I will talk more deeper about romantic situations and love relationships. So there is you and the other person sort of situation coming up. All right, so let's get started. February, I think, is going to be a month for all of us that is a little more quiet and withdrawn, especially mentally. We are really trying to look within. We have a Mercury retrograde and it is happening in Aquarius, which is, I think, a big deal. It's not that nothing is happening in February. It's not at all the case, but when we look at January and December, astrologically speaking, it was just very like one thing after another all the time. So in February, I think it's a little more chill, and we're gonna look more within ourselves, and really again it's about gaining more consciousness, higher consciousness, new consciousness, understanding things from the past and transferring what we need from that into the future. A really strong alchemical process for you, especially Taurus. You have the Temperance card here, and it is about the life force within you. It is about the passion within you here with the Strength card, and it's about a passionate way forward. I think you've done a lot of healing work in the last couple of months, I would even say. You found a place, and I think you're pretty much living up to your own ideals right now with the Temperance card. You probably found a right mix of how to do things and how to do them well and how to react to things. So this is a really, really powerful card, and I think it's very much detached. It is about love, I think it is about relationships, but it's detached from a certain situation. It's really what you worked within yourself and what is your process. We do have a new moon in Aquarius, we do have a full moon in Virgo. So I think the new moon in Aquarius is really essential because we have all these planets hanging out in Aquarius. We do have a Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, we do have Venus in Aquarius. So it's pretty intense, I think. Also, when it comes to love, the beautiful things, how do we want to build the beautiful life, you know, with Venus in Aquarius? And I think it's really, again, asking us maybe to revisit cycles. That happens, of course, with the Mercury retrograde, but understanding through revisiting things from the past, what you can manifest into a new cycle. Because we have, during the Mercury retrograde, we do have this new moon in Aquarius. So I think the exciting thing about this is the understanding that we do have to take the past as something that can help us and bring the parts from the past forward. So we cannot just cut off the past. We have to work with the past. And I think this is the new moon in Aquarius that's really gonna plant a seed for like hundreds of years. So that's gonna be, it's actually a pretty big deal. So I'm very excited about that, and we can all use it in different ways. Full moon in Virgo is trining you, so that's a good thing. So you can maybe let go of things that have to do with routine, where you feel like maybe you want to break through with a cycle. That is good for you by the end of the month. So it's a lot about breaking through in general here. I see a strong revolutionary element here with you, because you have 3 4s, so 4 4 4. We have 2 4s in reverse, and I see that very much in context with the Mercury retrograde about revisiting cycles and trying to break free. 4 of Wands here is very cyclic card, even in the illustration. And 4 of Pentacles, they both talk about power. They both talk about force, always talk about stability, security, law, order, and structure. And I think there is some sort of step into a new way of doing things, into a new order, I would say. And I know we are stepping into this new age situation, all of us collectively. For you, I think it's really revolutionizing against maybe things that you thought you wanted, that you thought is also you're passionate about and you're stepping into, maybe really breaking through cycles also when it comes to twin flame situations, or where you're like, oh, I thought this is my twin, I thought this is my perfect other, but I'm understanding that I need to break out of that cycle, and also letting go, like in a very real sense of the world and of the word, with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So it is really about revolutionizing a system that you have established so far, revisiting the system here, I think with the Mercury retrograde, going back and seeing what you can maybe bring with it into the future and what you wanna really work against, even because with the revolutionary element, it is working against something as well. And revolutionary also comes to mind because you have Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus is the revolutionary planet. It is the rebellious planet. So it's squaring also Saturn in Aquarius on the 17th. And this square is much about testing established ideas, I would say, especially with the Mercury retrograde, when it comes to also acquaintances, when it comes to community, when it comes to society, when it comes to higher thinking, higher ideals. So I think it's going to be a big thing for you. By the end of the month, it might be a little difficult to balance out emotions. Maybe you are overly empathetic towards people, towards something, or you're having a hard time staying emotionally grounded and letting things come towards you. So there is a little bit of that element. The overall energy is again a 4, and it is the 4 of Cups. So again, 4s are always about stability. 4s are always about a system, about security in a sense, about how things are supposed to be. I think emotionally you're really now trying to gain that stand where you're like, no, I'm not gonna take on things anymore that are not for me, or I'm gonna figure out how I feel about things, and I'm not gonna let new things come into this realm. So this is good. I think the 4 of Cups for me is a very positive card when it comes to saying no to things that we don't want in our lives, that we don't want us to move too much. And I think with the Queen of Cups here in reverse, you're being very careful by the end of the month what you're letting in and what you're not letting in, emotionally speaking. With the love and romantic situation, we do have an 8 of Wands on your side. Maybe there is a lot of stuff going on. Maybe there is communication with a person. I had a strong feeling here in the German reading that there is a cycle revisited with a person from the past that also has a 4 of Pentacles here in reverse, where it's really once again about letting go. You're very strong in this. You're in a very healed position, but at the same time, I think maybe this is really that sort of situation where it's about finding conclusion. Sometimes we're looking for completion in a thing, where there's no completion, where it's just really smarter to move on. Maybe now you are in a situation with a person from the past where you need to have some sort of closure, and where this sort of communication really is helping you. Just know that there will be no new knowledge, I think, because we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I don't think there will be no, I mean, that's actually not true, because there is a Page of Swords here. So you will learn something from this. I think you will gain new understanding and consciousness from revisiting old cycles that you already know. You're opening yourself up. It really seems like you had to go back once more just to understand that there is nothing to learn from. You got to go into a new direction with the Page of Swords here. This other person really also is trying to let go, at the same time still figuring out how to let go, how not to hold on too much. I think it is an active month when it comes to really moving forward in this situation. There's probably going to be a lot of information, a lot of communication. Maybe I see a lot of communication with the Eight of Wands. I cannot really make it look different. And still at the same time, feeling like you've been there, you know. I think it's really the understanding, gaining the understanding that, well, I've been there, we've done that. There's, again, okay, I need to look at it again, maybe from a different angle, because now you're in a stronger position. Now you're seeing things differently, maybe because you've healed so much and you're so much in your strength here that you need to go back to the situation just to make sure. It has this element of making sure. Just be careful that you don't get yourself too emotionally worked up about this with the Queen of Cups in reverse. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups upright, it is a little bit of an element of also, it's not necessarily disappointed, but it's like, well, I don't want it, you know. It's like she's sitting there with her Three Cups, and this fourth cup is coming from above, and she's kind of like, that's not for me, that cup is not for me, and I can't take it right now. So I think this is really the full moon in Virgo, where you can, because I mean, see this huge full moon here on this card, where you can finally step out of that feeling where you feel like you have to take on something that is not yours. So let's look at the charms. And then I also will draw a advice card. All right, wow, it's a lot, and they're all very centered. Okay, so they might not tell you their worries and struggles right now, and that's probably a good thing. With this worry puppet, it's like a South American puppet. So kids, you tell that's something that you can give kids, and they tell them their secrets and their worries, and then they put it on the pillow, and overnight it's supposed to go away and give them good dreams, you know. They are not opening up about their worries and their troubles, and I think that's probably a good thing. You don't have to make them open up. I think right now it's really important, very, very important for you to do the smart thing, Fox. Go with your sense of foresight, trust your intuition, Amethyst, and go also let love lead with the Jade. And don't expect, I think there is really no ill will. Make sure still you stay cautious, you know, stay cautious. There is the eye, protecting eye is kind of like on, like in reverse. So there might be an element of not seeing things for what they are, maybe not necessarily yet, just yet seeing that they're, with the Four of Wands in reverse, that there is this element of, all right, maybe this is not my twin, maybe this is not my soulmate, maybe this is over me. There's an element of not seeing the energies in the right way, you know. I feel like it's very complex, because it's not, I cannot say like this is bad or this is good, or there is some ill will towards you or there is no ill will towards you. It's just like, it's not about that. It seems like it's not about that. It's difficult to grasp, because this person is really not opening up very much. It's difficult to grasp what this energy is that comes towards you, because sometimes it might feel like, oh, this person is really projecting some dark stuff on me, and sometimes it's like, well, but I don't even see anything coming towards me. So it's, be careful and smart and cautious. I think just be very cautious. Don't jump to conclusions. Very important. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't show everything. Also with the fox for me is a little bit of a Seven of Swords card. Be smart, be wise. Don't show everything. Don't give away your secrets, and still lead with I'm sorry, love, and try to trust your intuition. There's a lot of foresight in your intuition. This is the Hug Me charm in reverse, and it loves to come out in reverse. I think don't expect pampering or physical attention, or just like a regular openness from this other person right now. Just like a, you know, comfortable basis to hug it out or whatever, you know. Don't, this person is not there, this person is not there to open up and to show themselves fully. They are very having a very hard time showing where they stand, because it seems like they're not in their stability, or they don't want to bother you really with their worries. And I think you should respect that and see it for what it is, because you're in such a strong place also, you know, you're in such a strong position here. So it is really a waste of time trying to, you know, midwife to play the midwife and have them help to develop them. It's right now they're not there, so I don't see, but you will still gain insight for yourself, you know. You will still learn a lot and gain a lot of insight for yourself, and I think you can both learn from this situation. So how about the advice card? What does the advice deck say? Okay, it's really for you. Again, all that glitters. Okay, well, that's a good, a very good card. It's very fitting. As I said, because here with the fox and all this energy and the evil eye, or the protecting eye, all that glitters is not gold. It's like there might be a facade here that is shown to you. There might be a mask that is shown to you. I think it seems like you're either demasking the person, or you don't even have to, you know, within your strength, you don't even feel like you have to demask your person so much, because you know for yourself, you know, you don't have to. It seems like you don't have to go in there just for the win or something. You know, you don't have to demask them just for demasking them. They're having a hard time as it is, you know it, and just don't get too impressed by what they are showing you, what they are showing to the outside, because it seems like it's not very profound. What's going on behind the scenes is probably much more complicated. That's why they're not showing so much. There's not much cards coming out for them. There's all the cards that are coming out are very closed off. So yeah, I think you know and you understand, and you still see how you can meet this person and the situation with love and compassion and understanding, and also meet yourself with love and compassion and understanding that there is really nothing to gain from this also, and it's always the same cycle. It's always the same cycle, and it's another confirmation about that. So yeah, well, that's your reading, Taurus. I hope there is some helpful information for you. Please check out the description box for all my offerings and private readings, and also please give me a like, comment, subscribe, and help me spread these videos. Now that this channel is not bilingual anymore, I hope I can reach more English-speaking watchers and viewers on YouTube, and I hope you have a wonderful February, and I hope I'll talk to you soon. Bye.